really nice job on this play.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the change, and you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The Buckeyes are on the move. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. They get him down after he makes the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Here's the pass, intercepted. Offense getting set for first down. They'll give it to the back. Keeps the legs moving. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's touchdown, Florida!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking for a huge play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. New Mexico found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Lobos football. Those folks in University Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they have a good one there.
Keep on me like that.
Running toward the tape. He's at the 20. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
On second down, just keeps firing. Grabs it in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of nose. Got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now to really go. He's playing at a high level.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
On second down, wants to throw.
Come on, you got to protect his right
went up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision making.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left.
Bro, what the fuck? Ain't no way.
Huge pickup. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10.
He got like that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses hadn't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Going up top on first down. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. It's Parker. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Pressure coming. Get it out on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Oh, NCAA, you can't keep giving this nigga that bullshit, man. What the fuck?
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
On second down, looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires a bullet out. Now it's picked
I
off.
ain't about to keep getting that bullshit on my mother, you know.
He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Timeout, Ohio State. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. The DBs will back off a bit. Takes a snap, wants to throw.
Oh, no, what the fuck? Why did...
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That was not the route we were supposed to run. He was supposed to run the flat.
They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle.
Get the fuck out of here.
Intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Time's dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Fly. This nigga can get what the fuck he wanted to.
He lobs one high down the left side. Fires into traffic and intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Vasquez. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, trying to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
A strike downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the
touchdown, Ohio State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Middle Tennessee is just getting blown off the field right now. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 20 to UTEP. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's the give off the left side. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Going with the ground game left. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Great job on defense. They did their film study. On 3rd down, they're trying to dial up the screen, see if they can get these pass rushers way up the field, but no can do. They get a tackle for loss on the play, now setting up 4th.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Bruh.
And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Coaching.
Touchdown, Gator. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is just slicing
any fucking thing.
His defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Niggas really throwing up prayers, bro.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
I can't get it. No user coverage. Like, that shit is wild.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They're getting this guy lathered up. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Tackled, but he has a first down. He's now over 150 yards on the ground and starting to put Emmitt Smith's single-game rushing record in sight.
Just feed the big fella. I mean, when you make plays and when you break tackles and you can keep the ball going on the ground and get me first down, I'm going to continue to feature them. If I'm the orange, if I'm the blue, it's not hard to find that guy, give him the ball.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Feeling the heat as he lets it go.
My fucking bro, I'm done. I'm done. That's crazy.
Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Another touchdown for this guy. Crazy. Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Goodness gracious, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown sign. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Bro, I'm using this shit, bro. It's not letting me pick the ball. What the fuck?
The tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. The Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Give to the running back. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the third touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Syracuse is currently ahead of this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 7 over Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way. But we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He's got his man. On the move is the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. It's a bad scheme to try to cover this guy one-on-one, much like Michigan State tried to do against Joey Galloway in '93. But the difference there is the reason Joey Galloway couldn't be covered is that no one really wants to be around him.
Ain't that the truth? We work with him weekly. We can say that and be very firm about it. But here's the thing, Joey Galloway. Think about the other names to wear the scarlet and gray. So many guys year after year. You know Ohio State fans, Reese, they're going to claim, wide receiver U. They try to claim that because so many greats have been through that university.
Snap in the shotgun. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. They're going to throw it again. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
The give on the inside.
What the fuck is he running so slow?
Exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped
man, bro.
down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. The Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that.
Hey, yeah, you better keep giving this nigga whole shit.
Minutes ago, like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
You gotta keep giving this nigga whole shit now.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After the productive first down.
Bro, you know, he's trying to chew the clock.
They want that clock to run. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Line getting set on second down. The give to the left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense
what you get, trying to do whole shit, pussy.
With a big-time interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him with that last catch. He now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's not afraid to go deep.
Hey, bro, I'm done.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you can consider me surprised.
Look at him, he's slowing down. How? I'm using him. How is he slowing down?
Game tied. I'm shocked. I'm surprised now.
Make it make sense.
Has to come out there, make sure they get some stops here, give their offense another chance to go redeem themselves.
They'll throw it on first down. Right down the middle. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Getting some heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
And you get one crack at it. Probably your last opportunity. We're going to have to try to throw the ball deep. I don't know, maybe you can get a pass interference, but get the lateral machine out because you got to get some laterals and try to find a way to get this ball in the end zone when the defense is going to be prevent way back deep, waiting for you to do it.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seems like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. Man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us.